2025 is here and new games are making their way to Switch. Here are a few we can't wait to play. Welcome to Next Play. Just like last year, Nintendo looks to be having one big game a month if everything goes to plan. Some may hit like Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and others may be misses like the newest Endless Ocean game. Either way, there are still big games coming to the Switch. Starting off in January, we'll be getting an HD remaster of an excellent Wii platformer, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which has Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong swinging back into this Wii classic. Other games releasing in January are Tales of Grace F Remastered, Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter Deluxe Edition, and Cybercore, which looks interesting as a hardcore top-down looter shooter. February is missing the big game from Nintendo, but luckily two collections are coming to the Switch. Probably the biggest game to grace the Switch in February is Civ 7. For people who enjoy Civ games, you'll be able to sink tons of time into the newest entry. February is the month of classic bundles, starting with Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 Remastered, and my most anticipated game of the month, Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection, which gives us 14 classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, some of which are translated in English for the first time. March has another collection from Konami with Suikoden 1 and 2 Remastered, which finally gives us a cheaper way to play the cult classic RPGs. Speaking of RPGs, the big game of the month is Xenoblade Chronicles X. This may be a great jumping off point for gamers who haven't tried out the series, which I'm one of them to be honest, and I might just jump into this big old RPG.
Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown.
Sadly, we don't know much after March. We're expecting to hear some more about the Switch 2 by then, and maybe we'll get a direct with more games holding us over until its release. However, there are some games we know about that just don't have release dates. We've been waiting long enough, and hopefully Nintendo will finally give us Metroid Prime 4 Beyond this year. We saw gameplay last year and the game looks great for what we saw, but some people are thinking this may be a dual launch with having a Switch and Switch 2 version. Pokemon games are always going to sell, heck, even the bad ones sell great, but this is probably going to be a great one. Pokemon Legends ZA is set to hit the Switch this year and has me excited as Legends was the first time in a long time that a Pokemon game felt fresh and somewhat modern, and honestly, Legends may be very close to my favorite Pokemon game. Nothing's gonna pass Leaf Green and Fire Red. There are other games coming to the Switch in 2025 that don't have release dates like Little Nightmares 3, Glover, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but we have little to go off of these titles other than some trailers and maybe a little gameplay. 2025 is the year of the Switch 2, and going off of the current release slate, it's obvious we'll be having a great launch with the system. But while we wait, we'll still have some great games to hold us over. Now let's just hope by March we know what we'll be playing for the rest of the year.